So this is an advanced level grammar test. It includes 12 questions, but in this first video we'll see the first 6 of those. And in each of the questions you will get around 15 to 20 seconds to think and to answer. So let's make a beginning with the first question. Let's stay at a hotel on the edge of town. Rooms there are as those in the city centre. So use your logic and your knowledge of English to try and find the correct answer from those 3. And I'll start the clock now. So, you can always pause the video if you need a bit more time to think, but let's see what the correct answer is. And the correct answer is B. Not nearly as is an emphatic way to say not as in front of an adjective like expensive, or sometimes an adverb like quickly. So you might say that although horses can run fast, they can't run nearly as fast. They don't run nearly as fast as cheetahs. They are not nearly as fast as cheetahs. So that was the correct answer. And the other 2 answers are wrong, mainly because they don't fit well with the word as that follows the gap. Okay, let's go on to question 2. Philip, I'm not used to handling this kind of car. If it's okay with you, I'd not drive such a long distance. Again, you'll get around 15 seconds after I start the clock. So choose after that your best answer. So, what did you select? If you thought that B was correct, well, you were right. Just as soon is used to mean prefer, and we use it with the base form of a verb. So you say, I'd just as soon wait, or I'd just as soon not tell him yet. Rather isn't correct because we don't use it with to, and much prefer is not correct because we do use it with to, or sometimes with a gerund, but not with the base form of the verb as we have here. Here's another example to show how we use just as soon. How about going to the cinema this evening? We haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie yet. And the friend answers, I'd just as soon skip it, actually. Spider-Man movies aren't my thing. So I'd rather skip it. Teddy is of a magician. He loves trying out new tricks on his friends, and he might even turn professional one day. So, clock starts now. If you chose A, well done. That's the correct answer. If you're a bit of something, it means you're not fully that thing, but you are to a degree. If you're a bit of a musician, you play music, but maybe not every day, or you're not a professional. If someone is a bit of a joker, he occasionally likes to play jokes. And we might say that this is a bit of a problem, meaning it's a problem. It's not a huge problem. You could also say something of with the same meaning. Is something of a magician means he's a magician in his free time. And the other two are wrong. Number 4. What a lovely meal. Our one slight complaint is that there was salt in the chicken soup. So 15 seconds start now. Well, the correct answer again here is B, far too much. Again, we're looking at emphasis in this grammatical form. Too much is used in front of a noun which is uncountable, too much information, too much trouble, too much salt. And if you want to emphasize too much and show that it's a big problem or it's much more than is good, then you can add far like this. We had far too much coffee and we couldn't go to sleep. Here's another example. Why is your essay so short, Sam? I asked for 250 words. And the reply is, I'm sorry, but you gave us far too much homework, miss. I only had time to do half of it. Number 5. The gap begins and then pass the sailing test next week. Smith intends to spend the summer sailing around the Mediterranean Sea. So take your time. 15 seconds start now. Okay. Again, the correct answer is B. Should he pass is a way to say if he passes. But A is wrong because exactly we don't have passes here as we would need to be correct. And the same with C. As long as he passes would be correct, but we don't have passes, so it's incorrect. Number 6. Again, the gap begins. That third bowl of chocolate cereal for breakfast, Katerina would almost certainly have won the marathon. So, time begins now. So, how did it go? You should have chosen the answer A. If it had not been for is a way to say without, or if there hadn't been, or if that thing wasn't present. Another way to say that would be but for that third bowl of chocolate cereal, she would have won. And that's it then for this part of the quiz. In the next video we'll see questions 7 to 12.